Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to go over some of the interesting aspects of a lot of the ranked decks I've seen lately. So, I've made a lot of budget decks, as you guys have seen in previous videos. I've made a lot of just kind of quirky decks that seem to work, and it's a little bit of a mystery, just a little bit of a mystery, as to why they're so successful. I've kind of figured it out here. All my really successful decks recently are just really good against shamans. They're basically just zoo decks. But you don't have to play like Warlock to play a zoo deck. You can just play almost any class and play a zoo deck. All the classes kind of have these elements, and I think this is maybe a slightly undiscovered aspect of ladder. I don't know if it's by design that all of these decks kind of follow the zoo theme, where they have a lot of tempo cards and a lot of draw to keep on going and going and going. So I messed around with this a little bit, and this is a deck I want to highlight today. It's one of my favorite Zeus-style decks, Anti-Shaman style decks, and there's a few key ingredients to this archetype that I think will make a lot of your deck building in the future a lot more successful than it is now, perhaps. So you gotta have some pretty good one-drops, and obviously the most broken one-drop in the neutral department is the Abusive Sergeant. If you want the Abusive Sergeant to really work, you need a few other one-drops, a few other two-drops, and a few other three-drops. So you just pick off premium cards off that list. They don't even have to be that rare. They don't have to be that great. They just have to be specific ones, like Acidic Swamp Ooze. I highlighted this card when I was making budget decks a couple of days back, and I realized that literally every single time you play a Shaman, they play Doomhammer, you play Ooze, you win. That's really the end of it. And, there's not that much weapon removal on ladder right now, but I think we're gonna get there. And you might as well get there now. You might as well put the weapon removal in your deck now. 2 mana, 3/2. It's alright. It kills Tunnel Trogs, so that makes it pretty decent. And if you can deal with a weapon as well, that is a huge deal. Now, I mentioned card draw is a really important ingredient to playing a Zeus-style deck, and Acolyte of Pain really is the absolute king of card draw. The fact that you can get 2, sometimes 3 cards off this guy is ridiculous, because buffs dominate the game, because a lot of small minions tend to be better than a lot of big ones. The fact that it's a 3-drop and has 3 health is, in most cases, the only thing that matters. The fact that it has 1 attack, which is a huge liability in prior situations and in game modes like Arena, really doesn't affect the gameplay too much. You're able to clean up the other minions that do threaten to kill Acolyte in 1 hit with your other stuff, with your other spells, with board, whatever, and you generally are just going to get at least 2 cards out of the Acolyte. So it's just one of the most insane cards right now if you want to play this style of deck. And yeah, why wouldn't you? Basically, you fill the rest of your deck with very powerful cards. You have to be very mindful of card draw again. The Zeus style mostly works because of card draw, because you keep drawing. You get on the board, and then when you're on the board, when you're winning already, instead of playing more stuff, that's when you play your card draw to kind of, up your win condition. So if your opponent does have a board clear, you can refill immediately after. So it plays basically exactly like a Zoo lock. You don't have the burst. In this particular Mage deck, I avoided using a lot of the very powerful Mage cards like Fireball, because my opponents just play around it anyway. So I just figured I didn't really need it. If they're going to play around it anyway, if they're going to, be at like 5 life and be threatened so they have to heal fully, assuming I have Fireball, well, just pretending like I have Fireball is good enough in most of these situations. It's not the win condition of the deck. I just kind of beat down my opponents on the board, and this archetype has been so successful. I like the Flame Strikes in there. The opponents are not expecting it. I like the N'Zoth in there because so many of the super annoying minions have Death Rattle anyway. It's kind of a weird case where in this deck, as opposed to the others, you kind of want all the minions that support N'Zoth just in the deck anyway. Usually that's very much the opposite in the standard format, with Death Rattle minions being so restrictive. Not the case here. This is basically like the absolute ultimate Arena deck in Ranked, but it's working. I want to show you guys a few clips of me just slaughtering noobs with the deck, and you can kind of see how some of these concepts work. Now, it's obviously not at like that high of a rank, so understandably most of my opponents were kind of noob, but you get the idea. You get why these decks work. You get what cards make them work. And you can maybe make some very important decisions to your existing decks to kind of tune them a little bit and have a little bit more success on ladder. So, hope you guys do learn something. Hope you guys do enjoy the clips to come. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's no good, man. No good. No bueno. Alright. If this is N'Zoth Pally, we're in for some trouble. That can only be Doomsayer if it's N'Zoth. Okay, it's not N'Zoth Pally. We're in good shape.
The light protects me.
Get down! Let the pain speak to me. Get in there and fight, maggot! Reporting for duty.
He didn't want me to draw, so he probably doesn't have Divine Favor.
Mount up!
Whoa. Okay.
Get down!
The Fire Lord.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Yeah, I gotta try to play this out as aggressively as possible.
Not on my watch. Reporting for duty.
I have no time to
Flame Waker, no spells. Should be fine. This is an aggro Pally and he's done 0 damage.
Reporting for duty. Not on my watch.
No, I think the deck works against shit like this. I mean, this is what I built it for. Just making anti-aggro and anti-zoo decks.
For duty.
I did read this. Your day is made. Anomalous for that N'Zoth synergy. Yeah.
The victory is yours.
Turn 8, 1 damage dealt. Aggro Pally. More like 12 months. You think the first expansion of next year's coming up in June? I mean, I don't have much faith for Blizzard either, but damn, that's pretty harsh.
The Fire Lord.
I'm just thinking this will get swiped. I honestly think Blizzard is going to aim for like a January or February expansion, because that's the only way it makes sense with moving through the sets. I don't think I can beat Ramp Druid. Like this deck counters a few specific decks and does horribly against other shit. So, but all right, whatever. Let's try it. You enjoy playing extremely slow decks with no win conditions to waste the time of aggro. Oh, I can see that.
The Ancient One calls.
It was your fault.
Okay.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Mind if I roll need?
Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
Oh. Fuck, I didn't notice. He's actually playing Cthulhu. Oh. Whoops.
Okay.
I have no time for
I thought it was just Ramp Druid because they all include Dark Orakoa, but I didn't notice that it did buff the Cthulhu. Yeah, that's bad. I'm pretty fucked.
Are you my master?
I'm not lonely anymore.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Yeah, I was hoping for a better result on the missiles, but I can't. I can't spend a turn pinging here.
Time waits for no one. The feast of souls begins now. Come, little ones. I'm not lonely anymore. I will enjoy watching you die.
This way.
That's a good result. One of the best ones. That top deck swipe though.
Where shall I strike? Let the pain speak to me.
I just want to do this to prevent Cthulhu. It looks like a bad Cthulhu. And then we're just going to play N'Zoth and just whatever, fuck it. Get another Sylvanas. Good enough. It's not that bad actually. Okay. Alright. Okay. I have to play N'Zoth.
Bring pain. My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Okay then. I will enjoy your Cthulhu, thank you for that.
Let none survive.
Let's see if I can get something to not die now. Yeah, that helps me not die. Wow, looks like we're gonna beat a Cthulhu Druid. I thought our chance of doing it was 0. Turns out it's like 1%.
I have no time for games.
Oh no, he's gonna steal it back! Oh, okay. Alright. That was interesting. Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, I can kill a bear. Bear trap's not a big problem, so. It's too optimistic to think Arcane Missiles is going to clear everything.
Get in
So.
there and fight, maggot!
Let's go for one of these. I want to put the Acolyte in the middle in case of the power shot shit. Looks fun. Damn.
Want it? I got it.
Sever my wrath! Sever my wrath!
Mana Worm's a pretty good card. It's no Tunnel Trog, but you know, you do what you can. Please go face. Damn. Good thing I waited. You know what I think of animal companions?
I wonder.
I like to burn them alive. That's, you know, I think that's a fair opinion. Vegan logic. Looks like meat is back on the menu. Oh boy, someone's mad. Someone's mad. Mission accomplished. Wow, that's a lot of fun there.
Is someone injured?
Mind if I roll need?
Serve the Fire Lord.
I guess this is what it's like to play Tempo Mage. If he has Shadow Madness, I'm gonna pray for that 25%. Damn it.
Get in there, Fire Lord.
It's pretty bad.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay.
Do you have the artifact?
Another answer. Wow. This guy's got the answers, but I have the board control.
It was your fault.
Sure.
You want it? I got it.
It's a pretty good trap.
Do you know the secret handshake?
activated my trap card.
Wow. You have
That's right. Fucking wow. I'm pretty sure this deck is 5-0 by the way.